everyone, and welcome to Stephanie's Cucina. I'm Stephanie Vanoy, and I'm coming to you from beautiful San Diego, California. It's side dish week for the Real Women of Philadelphia, and today I'm going to share with you an amazing side dish. And I'm going to use a type of pasta that I grew up on. I'm going to highlight my Southern Italian roots. Orzo is a tiny rice-shaped pasta, as you can see here, or a pastina for little pasta. That's what my grandma always called it. And it's going to be just perfect for this side dish. I'm going to bring in some spice with the Italian sausage, and then I'm going to bring it all together with some smooth, fabulous Philadelphia cream cheese. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is get our pasta started in some boiling water. I've got some well-salted boiling water here. I'm going to cook the pasta for about 9 minutes, and I'm going to set my timer just as a reminder. I've cut up about half of a nice sweet onion, and I'm going to saute that in about a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of olive oil. And I'm just going to let that cook until the onion gets nice and soft. And actually they're starting to soften up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add about a quarter teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Now you can add less, or you don't even have to add any, but I like a little extra spice. So I'm going to put that in here and cook it with my onion, and it's going to infuse in the onion and the butter. It's going to be wonderful. So I'm going to get that going. And once that cooks down a little, I'm going to add about 2 cloves of garlic that I've minced up. Okay, now I'm going to add my garlic. Once the onions get soft, I don't want the garlic to burn. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. I can really smell the garlic and the hot pepper and the onion here. It's going to be awesome. So now I'm just going to add, I've got about 4 ounces of mushrooms, about a half a package of the Baby Bella little portobello mushrooms, and I've quartered them, and I'm going to add those in with my onion. And I'm going to brown those up nice. And then I'm going to add my sausage once I get these mushrooms softened and browned. Okay, so my orzo just finished cooking, and I drained all the water off, and I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter just so that it doesn't stick together. And I'm going to stir that up nice, and I'm just going to cover it and let that sit while I finish making the rest of the dish. My mushrooms and my onions are getting all happy here. Mushrooms are starting to brown up real nice and soften. And now I've got about a half a pound. I'm using a spicy chicken Italian sausage. You can use regular Italian sausage, really anything you like. I just happen to like the spicy chicken Italian sausage. So I'm going to put that in my pan, and I'm going to make sure I break that up. Now what I've used a link sausage, and I just took it out of the casing. You can use, a lot of places you can find the bulk Italian sausage, so that's great. Or you can just, if you can't find that, you can just take it out of the casings and brown it up like this. But you're going to want to make sure you take your wooden spoon and you break the sausage up nice so it's in little pieces. And make sure everything gets nice and browned and cooked together and hot. Okay, this is probably going to take about 5 or 6 minutes. So we'll be right back, and we're going to put this all together. I just can't wait for you to see this. Okay, so now my sausage is cooked all the way through and browned, and I'm going to just turn this off, and I'm going to take my pasta and mix that in. I'm just going to dump it all in this big pan. And I scrape all this down. Alright, great. Okay, so I'm going to stir this together, and I'm going to stir in about 3/4 of a cup of frozen peas that I just rinsed under some cold water to thaw. Okay, so we're going to mix those into our dish. And now for the best part, we're going to bring this all together with 4 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. Alright, I've already softened that so it'll melt a little easier, but I'm just going to stir that all together until the cream cheese is melted. Once I get all the cream cheese melted and get this all combined, I'm going to run out to my herb garden and get some fresh basil to garnish, and then I'm going to plate it up so we can eat. And that's all there is to it, to an amazing side dish. I've garnished it with a little fresh basil from my herb garden, and I just can't wait to try it. This looks so good. Mmm. Creamy, spicy, and delicious. You're just gonna love this when you try it at home. I'm thinking maybe it'd be great with some grilled chicken or some chicken cutlets. Definitely try this one tonight. This is a great side dish. So I hope you've enjoyed the show today, and I hope you'll come back and see me again in Stephanie's Cucina. Until then, ciao!